Hey everybody, how's it going? You know what? No! No! I'm not gonna be like every other freaking YouTuber and start this video. No! No! Okay, enough! So today's the day. Today is the day of the Q&A. Cutting that. Wow, what was that? It's been a long time coming, and I thought that, you know, since I announced this video in my bed in the previous, you know, 2 videos ago, I just shoot it here too. I really like my bed. It's comfy. It's like Tempur-Pedic. I'm all set right now. I got my computer, I got my coffee ready to go, my cold brew, and I have my vinyl collection right here as well. Oh my. So if you guys don't know, I've gone over all of my YouTube comments for that announcement video of the Q&A. Every once in a while, I'm just gonna show off one of my vinyls, one of my records, and give away the download code if I have the download code, so that you guys can download the digital version of the vinyl and listen to it. It's a little gift to you guys. I've never done a Q&A before. I'm just gonna be reacting to a lot of your comments and a lot of your questions. A lot of them were a little weird. A lot of them were really weird. Like really gross. I got some gross ones. I had to delete some of those off my page.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
First question, what is your workout routine? I need to get thick. I mean, I don't think I'm that thick. You know what? Judging by your profile picture, Ginger Sheep, I think you're thick enough. Baby, I think you're thick enough. You need to stop it. 1, do you watch Mr. Taco Bell or Truffle or Ginger Sheep? 2, if your life depended on picking a favorite 21 Pilots song, what would you pick? I don't watch Truffle, but I love Mr. Taco Bell, and Ginger Sheep has some pretty good stuff too. All those guys are fantastic. In terms of my favorite 21 Pilots song, I would probably choose Ode to Sleep. That's just the one that I continually go back to all the time because of the struggle between good and evil. That's literally what 21 Pilots is about. If you were to choose one song by 21 Pilots to summarize the entire band, that is it. Why is your name Stolen Potential?
Who did you steal it from?
This is actually a comment I got probably 8 or 9 times.
Who'd you steal Stolen Potential from?
So basically, Stolen Potential actually...
I actually did steal part of that name.
So there was an Instagram account that actually has now been deactivated, or she just stopped posting, but it was Sheltered Potential. And I actually really loved the word potential. When I started this 21 Pilots account, I was like, I want to make this channel about 21 Pilots, but also I can do anything I want. There's unlimited potential there. And so that's where potential came from. And I saw that Instagram name and I was like, Sheltered Potential. I really like that. What am I doing with my hands? When the entire hiatus started kicking off with the eye closing, that's literally when I made my account name on YouTube, everything. Stolen actually came out of nowhere. I was literally just like, well, I have potential. That sounds really cool. I need an edgy word to go in front of potential. And I landed on Stolen. I think some other possibilities were like dark potential, alive potential,
cringy potential.
On a scale of duck to mongoose, how much do you love 21 Pilots? Ostrich. Favorite prehistoric dinosaur? Well, Jake Dello, I would say that, you know, it'd be funny if I just chose the most obscure dinosaur in the world. Obscure dinosaur. My favorite dinosaur is the Massaspondylus. Why do you always say, this is Jake with Stolen Potential? Like, aren't you Stolen Potential? Or is Stolen Potential a secret organization you are a part of? I kind of just started saying that. I feel like this Q&A is bringing less answers and is causing myself, more questions. I guess my reasoning behind that is, you know, 21 Pilots is like, oh, we're 21 Pilots and so are you. And I was like, yeah, it's like a community. So yeah, this is Jake with Stolen Potential. If I were to answer it, that'd be my ultimate explanation on that. Are you single? Yes. Can I win the competition, please? What competition? Oh, you mean, oh, the vinyl stuff? Yeah, that's coming. Do you love us? Absolutely. 100% and beyond. Are you addicted to 21 Pilots?
100% beyond.
What's your favorite song of all time? What other bands, artists do you like? Oh man, I don't have a favorite song of all time, but I do have a playlist on my phone called Best of the Best, and it's like, if I hear a song on Spotify or on the radio, I'll just buy it on iTunes, and then I will throw it on this playlist. And the reasoning behind that is because I want to support the artist financially, and for some reason I also get a really nice feeling knowing that I own the song that I really love and I have like ownership over it. So some of these songs are Faded by Alan Walker, I Want to Get Better, Don't Take the Money by Bleachers, First by Cold War Kids, Taro by Alt J, Celeste by Ezra Vine, Ophelia by the Lumineers, It Was a Sin by the Revivalists, Afraid by the Neighborhood, Irresistible featuring Demi Lovato by Fall Out Boy, Strange Things by the War on Drugs, Absolutely by Lucy Child, More Than You Know by Axel Grosso, Line of Sight by Ezra, Breath by the Killers, as well as Smile Like You Mean It, All These Things I've Done. I feel like I could just go on forever. There's seriously so many songs in this playlist. What is your Myers-Briggs personality type? Actually, I don't remember. Let me double check because I know I definitely have it somewhere. I'm an ENFP/T, or the campaigner. Definitely an extrovert. So a campaigner is someone who really can get behind something and promote it and like get other people to get behind it, hence this YouTube channel. But if you guys are into Enneagram types, I'm a type 9, which is basically the biggest pushover of all time. Just kidding though, I freaking love the Enneagram types. And that test, I think, is so special and so cool on so many different levels. What is your favorite movie and who is your favorite movie director? Okay, so this is a little controversial. I actually have it up here, but my favorite movie of all time is actually a movie called Signs by M. Night Shyamalan. Okay, so it's a really good movie, and I'm a great fan of this director. I would say he's also my favorite director. I know he has a lot of just bad movies. Lady in the Water, After Earth, Avatar, The Last Airbender. But he also has some like really freaking good movies too. Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Split, The Village, also kind of controversial. A lot of people don't like that one either. But he basically has the knack for doing the unexpected, and that's something that I admire so much in Hollywood right now, because so many film directors and movies are like rehashes and remakes and reboots and retellings of old stories, and it's so frustrating. So it's so refreshing to see this director trying his best to do something different and do something unique. And yeah, sometimes it sucks. The Visit, terrible. But then he comes back with a comeback movie called Split, and it's freaking awesome. How long do you think Top will last? I don't want it to ever end, but when do you think it will? Honestly, after Trench, maybe 1-2 more albums, realistically speaking. I know Tyler and Josh have both said they're gonna create music until the day they die, but I'm not sure how long 21 Pilots itself will stay fresh and interesting. I love them, they are my favorite, but I really can't see them going on more than 2 albums after Trench. So I want them to prove me wrong, but we'll see how it goes. I will be there at their last tour no matter where it is in the world. I'll be there. I'm doing it. Mark my words.
I'm doing it!
If you could date anyone, who would it actually? Scratch that. We all know there's only 3 options. Tyler, Josh, or Jenna. Is that a question? Jenna! Jenna is perfect. If I can find somebody like that in my life who supports my passions the way Jenna supports Tyler, send her my way. When and how did you find out about Top? Have you ever been to a Top concert before? And if so, how was it like? I've already made a video about how I discovered 21 Pilots. I will put it in the card somewhere. Too high? Down low? Here we go. Oh, slow. What? And in that video, I talk about my entire first experience with 21 Pilots, and I have been to a concert. It was in July, I believe it was July 26, 2015, and it was amazing, and I'm gonna be seeing them pretty soon for a second time. What are your favorite shows? I think my all-time favorite drama is gonna be Breaking Bad, followed by Better Call Saul. Actually swap that, Better Call Saul, then Breaking Bad. But in terms of comedy, I would say Parks and Rec, The Office, classic, and I'm currently watching That 70s Show, which is phenomenal. And then I also love Friends. Friends is amazing. That's always gonna be a classic of mine. Opinion on Crank That Frank. I don't know about Crank That Frank. A lot of people were saying that my intro of the Q&A announcement video reminded them or was a copy of Crank That Frank's intro. I literally don't know who that guy is. I thought I was being so original by putting duct tape all over my body. Apparently he did it first. I don't know who that is. He could be just some guy on YouTube who has like 1 million subscribers. Probably does. Will you ever go, or have you been to California? Because this meeting each other thing is gonna happen. We are gonna meet someday. I swear it. We're gonna meet. It's gonna happen. I'm actually in California like twice a year, because you know Arizona is not that far away, and I go to the you know, San Diego quite a bit. So we will meet. I will let you know next time I'm in California, and we'll go from there. Do you like Harry Potter? Kind of. If so, what's your Hogwarts house? I took the test. Like the official test online, the sorting hat and everything. I'm a Gryffindor, baby! Do you have had a girlfriend or boyfriend? I have had girlfriends. How old are you? At the current date of recording this video, October 20th, I am 23 years old. Look like I'm 19, right? Got you there. You know, honestly, I look in the mirror sometimes and I'm like, yeah, wow, I need to grow up, like physically, like my physical appearance needs to catch up with my actual age. I still get carded for M-rated video games. That's like 17. I still get carded for M-rated movies. Sometimes I just really am sad about that. But real talk though, I'm gonna look great when I'm 40. What's your major in college? I'm actually graduating in entrepreneurial studies and with a minor in marketing. What made you want to start a YouTube channel? What is your fave drink at Dutch? I started this YouTube channel the day that all the eye closing stuff happened, right when the hiatus started happening after their final show. And I remember I was watching Spider-Man Homecoming when I was getting the tweets and notifications on my personal Twitter and Instagram about like people saying, oh my gosh, there's this eye closing, what is this? What is this? And I remember just sitting in the theater like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go home and just like start filming this video of like analyzing all this stuff. And now here I am. Stolen Potential. That's when I started the YouTube channel. What is my favorite drink at Dutch Bros? If you don't know, Dutch Bros is actually where I work. It's a coffee shop. I've never really talked about it. I've had a lot of drinks while I'm making videos and cold brews and everything. When I first started working there, I really liked just the complicated stuff. So I loved Rebels. I loved mochas, like the OG Grand Canyon mocha, the OG Grand Canyon Annihilator, the White Annihilator, cup with chocolate milk and caramel drizzle. What a dream. But I've worked there for about a year now, and my tastes have become way more simple over time. Now I just love cold brew with heavy whipping cream, and that's it. Or a triple shot keto Americano. That's it. I'm a big boy now in terms of coffee is what I'm trying to say.
You should be impressed.
My social self-esteem is very low. What is your favorite Trench song so far? Chlorine. What's your favorite top album? Vessel. Do you relate to their messages? Yes, quite a bit actually. Are you Christian? I am in fact. Sorry for interrogating you. You are forgiven. Ava just asked a bunch of questions, but I'm only gonna answer a couple of them because a couple are actually really cool and other people haven't asked that before. Which 21 Pilots album was the most lyrically meaningful? I would say again Vessel, because I think that's where the writing was strongest in terms of really heavy subject matter, but also instrumentals that were out of this world and were so different from one song to the next. I love that stuff. Which album was most instrumentally pleasing? I would also say Vessel. That is exactly, Vessel is phenomenal. I love every single song on that album except two, and I won't name those two because people are gonna be mad because at least 1 billion people love both of these songs and I don't want to say them. I only really praise the stuff I really do like. So maybe over time you can use process of elimination of like songs that I don't mention a lot. Those are the 2 songs that I don't care for. Which top album was the most emotionally powerful? I would also again say Vessel just because of the subject matter. However, I'm gonna change it a little bit, this question, because I want to say something about Blurryface. Blurryface introduced the character of Blurryface, and the song Goner still gets me every single time. I think honestly that song is pretty underrated. I freaking love Goner. Like that is one of my favorite songs that they've actually ever produced. I just love how it slowly builds and builds and builds, and then you're like, give us the climax of this song. And then it happens and you're like, wow, that song was worth the wait. That climax was amazing. What he was saying was awesome, lyrically powerful. My soul hurts. So I just, you know, I just wish that Leave This City did the same thing. I want a fan to create a rendition of that song where it actually climaxes like Goner. That would be incredible. And I think I would like Leave This City more than Goner if it did that, you know, if it had that like, if you could, would you erase a book, movie, TV show, album from memory so you can experience it again for the first time? If so, what would it be? I'd probably erase Iron Man 1 from my memory, like the very first Iron Man movie. I remember walking out of that theater How old was I? 2008. So I was 12. I was basically 12 or 13 when I saw this movie. And I remember walking out of that movie thinking, wow, I want to make a movie. So I would probably want to relive that experience. I saw it at a perfect age, the ripe age of like 12, 13. Mwah, mwah, mwah. How much editing experience did you have when you started this channel? And how has it improved? Love your vids. I have been doing video editing since like, man, I was like 10, 11, 12. I just started making stop motion videos with like Legos. I'd take a picture, move the guy, take a picture, move the guy, take a picture, move the guy.
Tyson realizes that he left a briefcase, and you surround the briefcase, and then Wild Starly, the weakest Pokemon on Earth besides Magikarp and Bidoof. Now, the briefcase pops open, and what do you find inside but 3 Pokeballs? Now, Piplup is the balance between attack and defense, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick him. Once you use Pound, it gets it half dead almost. And Dawn comes walking, and she says, whoa, the briefcase, we forgot it. And she realizes that there are 2 missing Pokeballs. So she goes, oh, shoot. And anyway, all the same, she brings the briefcase away. And stay tuned for my next episode. Thanks, bye.
What's your favorite song on the Regional at Best album, Kitchen Sink, or Slowtown? It switches between those. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Used to be Rocky Road, but now, strangely, it's pistachio. Anything? ... Can I have your phone number? Yeah, it's 602. What's the last song you listened to? Any artist? Let's see, my history. Pet Cheetah. What's an embarrassing story from your preteens? Once I opened a door for a girl that I really liked freshman year of high school, and when she walked through, I actually tripped as I walked through the door behind her, fell flat on my face. She turned around and basically laughed. I
Felt so awkward.
What type of apocalypse do you think is most likely to happen? Zombies, nuclear warfare, etc. I would probably say Rapture, like God coming back. What is your favorite song from 21 Pilots and least favorite? I'm pretty sure we already answered most favorite, but least favorite would have to be The Pantaloon. That song just doesn't fit with anything they've ever done before that. That song is just so like circus, carnival-esque. It bothers me. All right, it doesn't bother me that much, but I just thought I'd exaggerate my response just so it's a little bit more retaining. So you're welcome. It's a fine song. I don't hate it. Do you like Starbucks? And if you do, what's your favorite coffee? I do like Starbucks. I really think that their caramel macchiatos are better than the ones that we have at Dutch Bros. What's your favorite 21 Pilots era thus far? The Trench era, honestly, because it's the one that I was really involved in. By the time I became a 21 Pilots fan, Blurry Face was already out, and I was kind of on the tail end of that. I wish I had joined around the Vessel era, or I wish I had known of them the entire time. But I think just my involvement with the Trench era and my contribution to like finding out all this cryptic stuff along with a bunch of other YouTubers and people on Reddit was the most fun thing I've ever done in a very, very long time. So Trench era for sure. Regional at Best is my favorite album. Do you think it will ever be available again? No, I don't. I'd love it if they brought it back. Don't get me wrong. I would love it if they did that, but I really don't think they will. If Cody Simpson had a younger brother, he would look like you. Oh, I can kind of see it. Actually, we looked a lot alike when we were younger. Like this picture I'm looking at now with all these medals around, that looks like me. I will show you wow, look at that side by side. Cody Simpson age. January 11th, 1997. I'm older than Cody Simpson, yet he looks way older than I do. Look at this kid. He looks like he's like straight up 27. Can you please upload a video of you rapping Levitate? Please. Well, I don't know if I can do a whole video, but culture is a poacher of overexposure. Not today, don't feed me to the vultures. I am a vulture who beats on pain. I could depend on my weekends on the freezing ground that I'm sleeping on. Please keep me from, please keep me. Wait, habits here to your the worst, your structure compensates. Try to at least they all know all they hear comes from a place. Oh, you can levitate with just a little help. You can levitate with just a little help. I'm out. What would you do if you reached 1 million subscribers? Honestly, I don't even know. That's a goal of mine. That'd be great. But I'm sticking to a little bit more realistic goal. 100,000. A tenth of a milli. That would be phenomenal. Let's do it. 100,000. Any tips for growing up? LMAO, it's scary. It actually, yeah, it is. It is. But honestly, like real talk, no sarcasm. The biggest advice that I have is to just be yourself. In high school, I wore a lot of masks for a lot of different people. I tried to impress other people by doing stuff that I would normally wouldn't do. I pretended to be like other people so that they would like me more. And I realized that by senior year of high school, I've been doing that for 4 years. I've been pretending to be other people so that other people would like me. And I realized I had no close friendships from high school. So I did that for 4 years and it was all for nothing. So I would just say, stay true to yourself, be who you are and not anybody else, and not someone who other people want you to be. Be yourself, and the people that become your friends when you're being completely honest and true to you, those are the people who really like you for you and not you for someone you're pretending to be. So that's my biggest piece of advice for growing up, and not just growing up, but also in general, like even in college, that is so prevalent and so essential. Just be yourself, please, because you get hurt way less that way. What are your future plans for this channel? I got some plans. Not all of you are gonna like my plans, but I got some plans. If you stick with me, I think you'll be happy overall. Are you and Ginger Sheep friends? I would like to think so, but I would also say we have a friendly competition going. Alright, so I got my collection here. The first vinyl on my collection is actually from Lauv. It is a little LP that he released, and it just has a couple songs on it. It has I Like Me Better and The Other. That's it. It was like a limited edition vinyl that he had, and it literally just has 2 songs on it. So it's a quick little LP. I think he had it on the online store, or it was like an Urban Outfitters exclusive. The next album is his full-length album, Lauv. I Met You When I Was 18. Next is, oh, it's the Trench CD. That's fine. The next album on my list is Cleopatra by the Lumineers. This is a great collection of work. I simply love this album. Check it out. This is the deluxe edition. Please listen to this. It's a cool story, and their music videos are really well done. Next, I got Regional at Best, baby. This is not legit, by the way. It's just a fan-made print of this record, but it was cool. It's cool to have in person. Of course, got Vessel. Vessel's next. Gotta have them all. Blurry Face. If you take out these little inserts of the album, it's the man himself. Blurry Face, baby. I just think little things like that, little attention to detail, is so freaking cool. Also, I believe I got like the Hot Topic exclusive for those vinyls, so they're like really crazy looking, and I paid a pretty penny for these. I paid like $130 for this album because I really wanted the deluxe edition print with the crazy coloring of the album. Next, I got the 21 Pilots live version of Blurry Face and their road show. These are really cool. This is actually probably one of my favorite vinyls because it's a 3-parter, and each of these is a different print. Next, Odessa, A Moment Apart. This album is sick as frick, dude. This was my favorite album of 2017. Mind-blowingly good. These are clear, and they're like much weightier than other albums. They have a really cool like design too. There's like some waviness going on there. If you have not listened to this album, please check it out. It's amazing. It's incredible. Next, we got Hurry Up We're Dreaming by M83. I really enjoy this band. It's a great project. They have some good songs on here. Wait is a great one. Outro, great one. Intro, great one. Splendor, great one. Soon My Friend. Midnight City is probably one you're familiar with. Standard black vinyl, nothing crazy, but the content is where it shines. It's a beast of an album with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20, 20, 23 songs. Next, we got AJR The Click. I'm seeing these guys pretty soon live. I'm pretty sure this album is purple. Yeah, it's purple, baby. Oh, I love that. I love that color. I'm sure you guys know AJR. I feel like AJR, John Bellion, Judah and the Lion, and 21 Pilots are very interconnected because they have some kind of inner workings. I feel like their fan bases and audiences are very similar because they've either toured with each other or they talk about each other. Next, we got John Bellion, Human Condition. Great one. I'm pretty sure these are straight clear. Speaking of John Bellion, they're clear. I like it. This is a great album. All Time Low, probably one that you've heard. 80s Films, great song. And of course, Hand of God, the outro, is beautiful. Next, we got Killers. Whew! I really like the Killers a lot, and I hope to have all of their albums soon. These are standard black vinyls, but my favorite song on this one is Rut. Definitely check out Rut. It sounds like a nitty-gritty song, but it's awesome. It's the ending of that song is amazing. AM by Arctic Monkeys, another black standard vinyl. I love Arctic Monkeys. This album really put them into the mainstream. Their other stuff is good too, but I think some of their best, well-produced, most well-written songs, not all of them, but a lot of them are on that album. Maybe it's just because I'm a newer fan of Arctic Monkeys, but I really like AM. Check it out. Controversial album art, but Catfish and the Bottlemen. I saw these guys live when I saw Mumford & Sons live. They opened for them, and they have some great songs on here. Every single one of these songs is a bop. 26 and Kathleen you've probably heard before. The rest are also very good. Check it out. Lorde, Pure Heroin. I think Lorde is so great about writing. A lot of people that I actually work with, when a Lorde song comes on at work, they don't care. They don't care about her. I freaking love Lorde. She's awesome. She's awesome. She's almost like female 21 Pilots in the sense that her writing is really deep, really intricate. I love it. Controversial artist. This is actually a gift to me. I believe these are Pink. There's some good songs on here. Colors, obvious standout. I do enjoy the Colors stripped version as well as the remix. I can't remember who the remix is by, but they got some good stuff. I mean, she has some good stuff. I won't deny that. Another Halsey album. I actually did a video where I went to Urban Outfitters and bought this. It was like a vlog, and everybody was like, don't make a video, you're driving. And looking back, I agree. And then I did it again when I did my blood reaction. This is a blue one. I like it. It has a couple songs on here that never made it onto albums. So Hurricane is a standout. Empty Gold, great song. I like it. I like that album, that LP, more than Badlands, I would say. Next, we got Lainey. Really like Lainey. This is a standard black vinyl as well. But I have a little ticket stub for when I saw them live. I saw them on, let's see, November 2nd, 2017. So that was a fun one. I got to see them play a lot of their songs. And I'm seeing them again next year. We'll see how that goes. Bleachers, Gone Now. Again, I have a ticket stub from when I saw them. That was May 22nd, 2018. So a few months ago. And I really like a lot of these songs. I think this album rivals their first one. It's a good time. Don't Take the Money is probably the standout song on here. But I think you'll really like Bleachers if you like kind of 80s synth, John Bellion, 80s films type of vibes. That has a lot of that. It's good stuff. Next, we got Of Monsters and Men. Great album. This is also a gift to me from my sister. I got it for Christmas a couple years ago. If you like Monsters and Men, check this one out. Standout tracks, I would say Crystals, Wolves Without Teeth, Empire, and Eye of the Storm, I think are all great tracks on this one. I mentioned Mumford & Sons earlier. We got Sigh No More, their first debut album. The Cave, great song. White Blank Page, I Gave You All. Awake My Soul, and After the Storm, all great. The Cave? Did I not say The Cave? I saw these guys live. Fantastic live. A little bit more Mumford & Sons. also very good. We got their second album, Babel, and this is where I Will Wait came from. You guys have all heard I Will Wait, I guarantee it. Great songs on this album as well. Head in the Heart, I got this used actually. I've never purchased a used vinyl. I know a lot of people are into that, but I just don't trust it, especially because of how delicate these vinyls are. I wanted to try it out and get a used copy. I believe this is also standard black. Yep, standard black color there. They have a lot of standout tracks on this record. I would go ahead, check them out. They deserve all the attention in the world. Got some more Head in the Heart, Let's Be Still. Man, I have so many just standard black vinyls in a row. Yep, this is black as well. But also another great album. I hate to be hipster and say,
oh, I like their old stuff better.
But I'd probably agree with that statement for this. One of the best songs on here, Shake and 10,000 Weight in Gold. Great bops, you know, on the folk spectrum. Getting to the end here, Band of Horses. This is actually a band that I took a chance on. I was at Zia Records and I was like, I want to buy a record. I don't know a lot about Band of Horses. I know their song, The Funeral. I bet if you listen to it, you probably sound familiar. But I didn't know any of their other songs, and this is the vinyl where I was like, I'm just gonna try them out, see if I like it, and I did. They're pretty good. Death Cab for Cutie. This is an album. This is a special edition. This album was like $40, and I'm not even a huge Death Cab fan. I like a lot of their stuff, but this is another album that I was like, you know, I like a few of the songs on this vinyl. I'm gonna check it out. Where usually I buy vinyls where I like the majority of their songs. This one I took a risk on, and it's not one that I play very often at all. I've probably played it twice in my entire life, but great stuff. Oh, this is one of the best albums that I have, honestly. Sleeping at Last, easily my second favorite artist of all time. Easily behind 21 Pilots. This guy is one of the most talented people in the world. Musically, and he is so underrated. Please, for the love of everything holy, check out Sleeping at Last. So he makes songs for like every ocean, every direction, north, east, south, west. He makes songs for just like all these different themes. This one album, this one collection of music has 3 different prints, 3 different colorations of vinyl. So I think that is so unique, packaging 3 different ones, and all of them are unique too. They're randomized from collection to collection. So I actually have a friend who also owns this album. You can only get it on his story, Sleeping at Last, not sponsored. And we compared our vinyl colors to the exact same collection, the exact same album, and we had different colors. He had like green and like dark red and like light blue. I have like a kind of darker muted blue, and you know, you saw the dark purplish red one as well. So I just think that's incredibly unique. And also in this, he included an art book for every single one of his songs on the album. Incredible. Also, it's one guy writing all this music. It's one guy. And he has like so many albums and so many songs. Getting to the end here, we got Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack. This is actually my most recent edition. I believe these are also just black. Yep, these are black vinyl. I got volume 1, which has all the hit songs and the official score of the soundtrack, and volume 2, which again has all the official songs, Mr. Blue Sky, Fox on the Run, The Chain. Then it also has the original score. Next, we got the Stranger Things soundtrack, and I believe these vinyls are pretty sweet. Oh man, these are so cool. These are probably some of my favorite. But this shade of blue with the black kind of woven in there, it's so cool. I really like that. Definitely one of my favorite soundtracks from a TV show. Is that a category? I feel like that's a super niche category, but they got some good songs in there for sure. Good creepy vibes. And last but not least, another soundtrack, also one of my very first vinyls, School of Rock, the musical, the Broadway. What the heck? Also standard black, but when I was in New York City a few years ago, actually I was in New York City when they dropped the Heavy Dirty Soul music video. I saw this at Broadway and I was like, that was such a good performance. I want that album. So I got it. And do I regret it? Little bit. I've only played it like twice as well. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's okay. It's good. It's good overall. I think I just bought it for the novelty and the nostalgia. So that's it. Those are all my vinyls. That's everything. That took way longer than I thought it would take. Wow. If I knew how long that would take going in, I probably would have put it off for another 3 months. That was a self roast. And that's it. That is my Q&A vinyl combo interrogation question assault. I'm really tired now. This took about an hour and a half to shoot this entire thing. Now it's probably gonna take double that to edit. So what you're getting is gonna be a high quality product. I guarantee it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for future videos, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. We'll see what happens, and I just hope that you stick along for the ride. With that being said, this has been Jake with Stolen Potential. I will catch you guys in the next video.
Awaken.